Hey, good morning folks, David Hubbell here, and it's Saturday, October 1st here in Mobile, Alabama, and it's starting to feel like Mirliton weather. I think it's 59 degrees this morning. We're in the third week now of the 2022 fall Mirliton season, so let's go check out the vine and see how it's doing this week. Well, this week we had to contend with some of the winds from Hurricane Ian that hit the Florida Gulf Coast and beyond. Even though it was not a rain event for us, we did get gusts of wind in the 20-mile-per-hour range here in South Alabama. And I had some pictures I'll try to include that show some of the wind damage. It wasn't really damage per se, it was more just kind of disturbing the natural flow of the Mirliton. But as you can see, the vines have come back. This little area that I had pulled down actually got blown over 2 or 3 times, but it seems to be doing okay. So we'll just do our little usual tour and see what we can find. Still good progress on the females. A nice cluster there, both male and female buds. As you can see, I'm still contending with a lot of the damage due to our little Mexican beetle friend here. I have not had a chance to come out and do any type of spraying. I think what I'm going to do is maybe hit it with some insecticidal soap, see if that helps any. Similarly, I haven't seen as much, but there may be just about as much damage due to those yellow caterpillars we were looking at. So I'm not sure whether to hit it with some of the BT spray that I used last year for the cabbage looper. Trying to take care of every little issue on the Mirliton vine can drive you crazy because it's so massive. But the good thing is that it's very resilient. And for many years, South Louisiana, a lot of the growers just basically planted it and kind of let it forget. And it just would grow and grow and grow. So I'm sure a lot of times these insect problems were there, but folks may not have really had time to deal with them, or they really weren't that much of an issue. And like I said last week, and what I learned last year, as long as we got, more than 80-90% foliage, which is what I appear to have here, I think we're going to be in good shape. As you can see, it hadn't really caused any issues with the buds. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button and click that bell so you'll be alerted to all upcoming Mirliton videos. Also, if you haven't checked us out, check out mirliton.org, mirliton.org, on Facebook as well as on the internet. We've got over a decade's worth of information collected by Dr. Lance Hill and all his work on the Mirliton and saving the heirloom Mirlitons in South Louisiana. As you can see here, the vine is actually growing all the way on the ground. So what I'm going to have to try to do is pull that up and try to retrain it up here on the structure, which I'm going to have to do a little rebuilding this next year. These 1x4s, I think that's what these were. This one had actually gotten broken and I kind of repaired it about 3 or 4 years back, but it's really kind of warped now. So that's going to be an off-season project to kind of reinforce the top stuff and fix it for next year. I actually have received some male flowers blooms earlier this week due to this cold snap that we received. It's been about 3 or 4 days we've had pretty decent cold weather. It's hard to see in this light. This one's actually kind of coming out and blooming. Hopefully I can find another example. I can't tell quite yet if this is one as well, but hopefully that's what I'm seeing. Not much has changed here with the vine over the past week. Pretty much the same, still have the same insect concerns, and overall the vine looks about the same. Got to pull some of that down. But the main thing that I did last week is because it's been so dry along the Gulf Coast, unless you've been in Florida this past couple of days, it has been really something that we've had to watch to make sure there's enough moisture or liquid getting to the plant. So one of my theories is that with the flowering, it had to do both with the cool weather and the maybe lack of water. So last week I gave the vine about 2 or 3 gallons of just water, and you can see it's doing pretty well. My rule of thumb has been, if I haven't received any significant watering or rain in 7 days, I'm going to go ahead and give it a fairly decent dose. So that's my plan this weekend, is I will probably also hit it with some bloom boost. Like I said before, I don't think it hurts, but it certainly seems to help at times. So either way, I have not ever noticed any detrimental effects over the last 10 years or so of doing it. I may put in some more rabbit droppings if I have those as well, just to kind of sustain it right now while hopefully we'll start producing some fruit. But like I said, what I'll do this weekend is wrangle the vines back in, use some insecticidal soap on some of the problem spots, and hit it with some fertilizer. And then we'll check back next week. And if we haven't had any rain then, at least hopefully we'll have some cooler weather, and maybe we will see back to the normal pattern of maybe 50-50 or a substantial amount of male to female blooms. But like I said, we should still, not word yet, we should be good until at least another month or so. So it's just the beginning of October. Hopefully we'll start seeing plenty of changes by the next couple of weeks. So we'll see. So there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed getting a little stroll through the Mirliton vine here in South Alabama and seeing the progress. If the information's helped you, please share with all your Mirliton loving friends. And don't forget, check back next week and we'll see what's going on then.